It's been 24 hours since the Short North's voluntary curfew went into effect after back-to-back shootings. City leaders asked bars and restaurants to close at midnight and limited street parking. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Richard Solomon. At this evening on 10 o'clock, that's when the city started ticketing vehicles parked along High Street between Goodell Street and 5th Avenue. And at midnight, they began towing. New tonight at 11, 10 TV's Ashley Bornanson spent the day speaking with local business owners. Ashley has how they've been adjusting to this.
Richard, some businesses tell me the city's solution to making the Short North a safer place is doing more harm than good. Businesses are losing revenue fast and tell me local commerce is being punished for the crackdown on crime.
Bex Parker says they've been driving Uber for 4 months full-time and love it.
Bex, how much of your business is coming from the Short North?
Oh, significant. I'd say half on a Friday or Saturday.
The Short North typically being a moneymaker area, but last night,
I don't even want to drive down there now.
never have they experienced this.
They ticketed me for slow speed, stopping on the side of the road with my four ways on, blocking a moving lane. And I was in front of the convention center waiting for my fare to get in the car.
This comes after the city's new weekend parking restrictions.
That's the only place to pick people up there because there's nowhere else for them to go out.
Harker says the cost of the ticket,
It looks to be probably a $100 ticket. That's half of what I made last night. So it was pretty demoralizing.
a problem Harker says worries them for the future of driving in the Short North.
I don't know what they want us to do at this point. You know, there's a lot of confusion.
Confusion Harker shares with business owner Sean Shinazi of the Chop House 614.
About 8 of my clients, they came for 9 o'clock reservation, 9:30 reservation, so of course they parked their cars in the street. They were not going to be finished dinner at that time. By the time they came out, they had a $55 ticket and all their cars right out on the street.
Shinazi says he reimbursed his patrons over $300 that night so he wouldn't lose future customers. In total, he says he lost over $6 grand this weekend.
The last 2 weeks, my sales are down on $30,000 a week because of the shooting. So we are already down anyway.
He says the loss is unacceptable and unsustainable.
This is the only street that's well lit. People are going to feel safe. So you're going to tell them, don't park here, or go park on a side street when it's dark. Of course they're not going to come.
Tonight, Shinazi told me he already lost 68 reservations and customers are telling him they just don't feel safe. I did reach out to Columbus Police about the slow speed tickets, but they have not yet responded. For 10 TV News, I'm Ashley Bornanson.
Thank you, Ashley. In the meantime, the city says these measures are in place to help reduce violence in the Short North. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says he wants to work with businesses to make sure that happens.
The enhanced safety measures we're announcing today are tailor-made to address the situation at hand, to disrupt a clear and emerging pattern of violence.
Mayor Ginther says these changes will stay in place until further notice.